r/shower thoughts. Girls don't compliment guys because they are likely to take it non-platonically. Guys take it non-platonically because it happens so infrequently they don't know how to handle it. I dunno. I never compliment girls out of the blue because I don't want to make them feel like I hit on them, because if someone complimented me like that out of the blue I'd start wondering about it myself. Don't you guys ever feel uncomplimentable? Just gotta compliment something specific. I like your shoes or your hair looks nice, like that work well and are pretty neutral. Hey yo, you got some nice titties. It's always the older women that compliment me. Girls around my age don't say hit lol. I'm not an ugly, but I'm no male model either. The only compliment I remember getting from someone other than my mom, girlfriends, or now wife, was back in college. I was meeting this girl downtown at a fancy bar for some drinks. I parked my car in the parking garage and was walking out of the garage when the lot attendant said to me, "Are you meeting a lucky lady tonight, sweetie?" I look over and it's a 60-something bigger black lady. I tell her yes I am, and she responds with, "Well, it's going to be a great night, don't you worry about it. That shirt looks great on you and you look very handsome tonight." I laugh and tell her thank you. 10 years later, and I still think about how it felt to get randomly complimented. Thank you, Anita. Made my night. Duck. You reminded me about the only times I got complimented by women my age. It was when I worked as a dorm proctor in undergrad, and it only happened after they noticed my wedding ring. "Wow. You're married? She's a lucky girl. I wish I was married" kinds of comments. Now that I think about it, it's probably because they knew I was off the market, so they weren't as worried about the non-platonic thing. Picked my wife some flowers one day at work. This was back when we were newlyweds. Well, I get home and give them to her knowing they are her favorite color. Her reaction was okay and gave a funny look. It was tough, but figured she didn't like flowers, so I stopped getting her flowers. Years later she asks why I don't get her flowers, and I remind her of that incident. She was like, "Oh, I just thought you wanted something and was in a bad mood that day. You responded appropriately, though. Do X, get Y result. So stop doing X. So then you try Y and get X result. So you bang your head against the wall because you can't do nothing right." To be fair, I'm an ugly girl and I have the same reaction, a tiny crush, anytime a guy says something nice. Because it happened so rarely, twice in 2018. For example. And I remember both times very clearly. So I think this is less guy/girl split and more attractive/unattractive split. I've complimented guys before, and they don't bat an eye, though that could be the whole ugly thing going for me. I think even good looking guys don't get complimented that often. But I think it has to do with being complimentable and actually having women you hang out with. When I'm hanging out with female friends I generally get compliments. Usually on shoes, but also things like "you look nice today." If I put effort into my appearance that day. The first woman to compliment me in months was in her 50s and happened to be sitting at the bar. Told me that I should really go try to date. I'm too cute to be single at 23. When I got on the bus today, a crazy homeless lady said, "I just want to let you know that you're a really good looking man." Of course I thanked her, but I have no idea how to take it. She's basically the first woman to ever compliment my looks, and I'm 37. As long as she didn't follow up the compliment by asking if you had any change to spare, I think it's okay to feel good about it. Even if she did, I'd just feel good about it anyway. It's not every day that someone comes up to compliment you. Girl, I like your new haircut. Guy, she wants my peen. Girl, I want your peen. Guy, she's probably just really friendly. Girl, I like your new haircut. Guy, girl, I want your peen. Guy, exactly like that. If a girl ever just straight up came to me saying she wanted to bang me because I look so sexy, my first thoughts would be, "Who sent you? What's wrong with you? And is this a joke?" I see you've been to the front page today. Opus. On the front page, while taking a dump. It was worse than usual, so they hopped in the shower. There's no better way to feel clean after a dump. Hit. I compliment my bros on their sick gym gains all the time. I guess I'm face ducking Mac tonight. Rules are rules. I mean, $20 is $20. Right? It's also 80 quarters. I'm a guy. Anytime anyone compliments me, I just feel good. Unless somebody literally said, hey, I'm into you, that thought won't cross my mind. Several people at work have said a woman in the building next door likes me. But she's never said anything, so I dunno. There's a 90% plus chance that if someone flirted with me, I wouldn't recognize it anyhow. There is that mix. Some guys think any attention from a girl is flirting, while others would need the explicit statement. And there are the mix of complaints of guys being both creepy for pushing on everything and for being so oblivious to obvious signals that someone is into them. There was an old friend who gave me some very mixed signals, and I figured it was better taking the oblivious guy route rather than ruin the friendship over jumping it. I once had a friend over. We ended up in my room and talked for a couple of hours while sitting barely over a foot away from each other. Apparently she was hitting on me for a good portion of that. She ended up making the first move cause it was getting really late and she wanted to get laid. So did I, but I didn't realize that was the direction this was going. That was my first thought when I saw that post on the front page. Too many guys mistake being nice with flirting for randomly complimenting them to be a good idea. Most women also assume that a guy complimenting them is trying to flirt. The difference is they are usually correct. A girl on the train called me handsome the other day. I thanked her. She had a cute southern accent. I'm in San Diego. That felt nice. Congratulations on being complimented. Do you have any extras to share? Good use of the letter T in your username. I hate it because it's either a compliment or a flirt, because that's how women also flirt. A girl grabbed my arm after a concert and told me, you have really nice arms. All that working out really paid off. I just said thanks, I appreciate it, and she just tagged along while I was walking out with my buddies expecting me to flirt back or something. I don't know what. You basically have to guess or initiate the flirting yourself. No other option. I mean, the arm grab is pretty much code for hit on me you duck. I work out too. BTW. Extra points if they actually use two hands to fill you up. Edit, man. I think you guys are overthinking this. Just flirt back. There's a pretty big chance she is into you. If for some reason she is not, then whatever. Just don't overcomplicate it. Be cool. Brothers. Am female. Can confirm. Where on the other hand, any sort of teasing / mockery made of the male party seems to be a guy's for attention and affection. Had a date roast me all night. She was really funny. I mean, I'd be okay with a little bit of teasing on a date, but if she did it the entire night I'd pass on that hit. I understand it's just joking around, but at some point that hit's just not funny. To each their own. The last compliment I received from a woman was years ago, and I remember it well. She said, you have a nice box. I was homeless at that time, and so was she, and living in a box behind McDonald's. McDonald's kept their Wi-Fi on all night and I could post on the internet with my old smartphone that had no cell service, but did have Wi-Fi. Anyway, my box was sort of tricked out. It had 2 levels. Although the second level was for storage of clothes only. I built in a cup holder. It also had some Christmas decorations I got from the dumpster. It was a nice looking box, and I was proud of it. The compliment made me smile. I'm not homeless anymore. Just poor. I haven't had a compliment from a woman since then. Then again, I don't meet many women while scraping paint off windows. My job. Your post was a roller coaster. Thank you for commenting. Also, can we get some more information? Sounds like you've been places and seen things. You're welcome. Not much more information to give. I've seen the underbelly of society and it's not something worth seeing. There's nothing special about being homeless. No great wisdom is learned. It's just a sad existence. Luckily I don't take it romantically. But sometimes I make it awkward by getting caught off guard and saying, okay, in an awkward way rather than saying, thank you. Then I look rude. I tend to go with cool and maybe throw in some finger guns. Carrot, this guy gets laid. The key is to be fluid with compliments when deserved. Doesn't matter the gender or the person, or your interest or lack of interest in them, nor their age. If someone is wearing a nice outfit, tell them. I had 2 women at work compliment me on the way I smell. I work in a lab. I'm not used to women other than my wife commenting on a positive trait I have. So the obvious response I had was, "Thanks. I have a phobia of smelling awful." Instead of just thanks. It got awkward quick. That would have been a witty response in my book. Me, your hair looks nice, Brian. Did you just get it cut? Brian, how's your boyfriend? Me, he's good. Slowly walks away from the awkward interaction. I like to compliment everyone all the time and some men take it way weird. PLZ, don't stop doing it. Many straight guys get them so rarely. I talked about this with a gay dude at a party last weekend. His response was, just go to a gay bar. That'll solve it. I think I can understand. At times I get hit on by pretty ladies and I don't know how to react because I'm flawed they actually like me. It ends up I impulsively reject them because I can't believe someone like that would like me. Sounds awful maybe, however, it's the truth. My dude. Did you really just spell out comma? Proper punctuation is important, period. Typically, for men, genuine compliments on appearance and sharing emotion, issues, etc. are reserved for romantic partners, not friends. For women, those things are for friends and romantic partners both. That's why we run into these issues. It's because of this I don't know how to take a compliment at all. Seems to be the case with most of this thread too. Can confirm. Decently hot woman here. Said to my colleague, "OMG, I love your dinosaur socks. Frozen like Arnold and Batman for a solid 10 seconds. Frozen like Arnold and Batman for a solid 10 seconds. That's an oddly specific reference. But I see what you did there. Chill." In 2006 a woman told me I have a nice smile. No one has complimented me since. You have a good comment. Describes me well. If a girl ever complimented me, I would see it as non-platonic. Cause it has never happened before. I assume it's a trick or mistake of some kind. Or one of those hot girls pick up ugly guys YouTube videos. Oh, the pain I'd feel when I'd be told it's just a video. The last time I got a compliment from someone was months ago. I get this. Guys do not get compliments. Ever. Months. Lucky. Yes. Lucky. Yeah, men can't pick up signs from women because the vast majority of women have performed those same signs before in a totally platonic way. And if you're a dude and act on the wrong one, there are serious negative social consequences. So it's always best to play it safe. And there's a social expectation that the guy makes the first move. So we have no idea what to do because we are worried that we've misinterpreted. And when we misinterpret, which is really easy to do, we come off as creepy or something. With all the negatives that come from that. HMPH. Wait, men get compliments? This is new news to me, chief. I rarely do. Usually it's about how smooth my balls are. I just assume they're hungry and want me to buy them food. Are women cats? Works the other way too. If a guy compliments you, it doesn't instantly mean he wants to duck you. Literally had this. Was trying to be the best friend I could be to someone. They cut me off because they thought I wanted to duck them. Like, no. I know you're nuts because my mate dated you. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Ask Reddit videos.